views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. Good evening, good evening, good evening, all. It is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, so y'all know what time it is. So tonight is going to be a very interesting night in that we have some housekeeping to do. We have a couple of issues we need to resolve. Well, at least I need to resolve. And we're going to later on speak with them Texas boys because they're going to come on. We talking about this weekend's festivities because we will be in Dallas, Texas doing the doggone thing. I just want y'all to know that right off the rip. Yes, it's going down in Dallas and we will be in the building. Can everyone hear me clearly? Let me get some of them thumbs up. You check those. Make sure we got good audio because I don't want no excuses and no confusion about what I'm about to say. I don't want no, oh, I can't hear you. I want you to hear me clearly, very clearly. I do happen to believe that I'm capable of being concise to the point, although there are times where I may take the scenic route, as my wife likes to say. But be clear. I'm going to make my point. All right, so in recent weeks, this community has gone through an awful lot. There have been an awful lot of lies told, a lot of truths expressed, a lot of confusion, a lot of instigation, a lot of explaining, a lot of people who, for whatever reasons, are very misplaced, displaced, and confused about what's really going on out here in these stepping streets. You know, this has become yet another one of those things. I want to make something real clear. After having several conversations with people over the last couple of days, this is only one more thing that happens in our community. This is just one more situation, and this too shall pass. This is not the first, and I will refer to a lot of this as scandal, because it is scandalous. These are not the first scandals to affect and infect the Steppers community. They will not be the last. There will be more. What Inside Stepping is doing, what? Is attempting, as we always have, to help the people who pay attention to this show to navigate these oftentimes shark-infested waters of the community. Now, I don't want you to get it twisted. The ocean is a beautiful thing, and there are a lot of beautiful animals, fish, and things in the ocean, and all of them are not predators. However, we also know that the ocean is filled with predators. We know that there are people and there are entities within that body of water that have nothing better to do than kill and maim. And unfortunately, there are those who will become collateral damage and directly affected. Because of that, inasmuch as I always want to do my best to protect those around me, and sometimes that is actually a fatal flaw of mine because I protect the wrong people. My wife and I have unfortunately suffered on more than one occasion for having done nothing more than try and be the non-judgmental people that we are and help those who need our assistance. I try as hard as I can not to be one that volunteers myself to these things, simply because I had to learn at a very early age that when you volunteer yourself to scenarios, you're often doing what my man Pastor D is checking in would say, and that would be casting your pearls before swine. It's like taking something very valuable and giving it to someone who has no appreciation for the things that you say or do. And it's unfortunate that oftentimes people have to pay a very heavy price in order to understand the value of what they have or had. And oftentimes they don't miss these things until the well has run dry. So let me get right into this. I want you all to be very clear about something. I absolutely take no pleasure in the following editorial. This is not fun for me. However, I will be dealing with and will deal with whatever is necessary accordingly. The reason for this editorial is because of disrespect, something that I will not tolerate. I let a lot of things slide. Not this time. And in case you all are wondering, we're going to get right on to it. On last week, a gentleman who you all affectionately know as Nike, yes, I said your name the same way you did me, decided to go against what I thought we had as friends. I asked that gentleman for one simple thing. Do not mention my name while you go on this person's show. But that wasn't good enough. That within itself, I don't care about anything else that went on. That simple request could have been honored, and it would have saved us all this headache. But you do what you want because you're a grown man. This is America, and you have the freedom to do so. However, let me start by saying again, I want you to all be very clear. I take no pleasure in this following editorial. However, it is necessary. My mentors, and I do have several, with whom I respect and take counsel, as well as trust to guide me in times when I may begin to revert back to my old ways of handling adverse scenarios and or difficult yet ever-present individuals. They've asked me and appealed to my kinder, gentler side in this situation. The men with whom I receive counsel have advised and asked of me that I address this public display of disrespect levied against and toward me professionally and with an even temper. As I've become older, I realize that everything or everyone that bothers me or offends me is not a nail and does not require being hit with a sledgehammer. Unlike you, sir, I listen to those with whom I counsel or are counseled and listen to me while I vent and direct me in the correct path. Even when I'm feeling irresponsible and want to do irresponsible things, I am thankful for these men. If I wasn't going to listen to their careful, responsible, direct, and reasonable counsel, then why even have them around? I made the promise to them to be nice, so this is me being nice. Unless, of course, it becomes necessary to go a different route. Since I know now, sir, that you have just on today made several phone calls to let everybody know how much of a gangster you are, I want you to know that I am in fear of my life. Be clear, my intent is that this will be the last that I have to say about it. However, that will solely depend upon you and your next actions, if any. But remember, only a friend would take the time to do this for you and tell you the truth, because everyone else seems to skip around you, tiptoe. I don't tiptoe. I made one simple, respectful request of you a week ago. Do not mention my name, particularly while you go about the business of being disrespectful to others and bashing women for no other reason than satisfying your need to be a bully and a misogynist. I got 3 phone calls today alone where you attacked some women. I read somewhere that there are different reasons why people bully others, including wanting to dominate others and improve your social status. I don't know why you would need to do that, but having low self-esteem and wanting to feel better about yourself, having a lack of remorse or failing to recognize your behavior as a problem. Does that sound familiar? Probably not. Your overinflated ego leaves no room for self-correction, as proven by recent events. Your hubris hegemony is disturbing and unfortunate, as it disrupts the balance of peace in those around you, at least the ones that I know anyway. And please believe, I've heard a lot from your people, as you call them. A pauper. Pauper is a word with which to describe a poor person. But let me be clear. That doesn't mean it has to be financial, because we all know that according to you, you're very rich and you have plenty of money. You constantly remind people whom you think are beneath you of that, and that you can buy people off and nothing is out of your reach. But I'm not talking about money. I'm going to put it in context. The context is being morally bankrupt. A psychologically and morally poor person, an emotional pauper, makes attempts at excluding, disempowering, disenfranchising, diminishing, and marginalizing others in order to make themselves appear bigger and better than everyone around them. And it's actually sad. Arrested development. Arrested development refers to a stoppage or delay in physical, emotional, or psychological development, often occurring at a specific point in a person's life. It can involve various aspects, including physical growth, emotional maturity, or cognitive abilities. The psychological context to that, arrested development, describes a situation where an individual's emotional, social, and cognitive development stagnates or deviates from an expected progression. This can be a result of trauma, neglect, or other adverse experiences in early childhood. For instance, someone who experienced significant trauma might exhibit emotional maturity that is not aligned with their age, leading to difficulties in relationships and decision-making. In recent weeks, this dance community has collectively received a masterclass in knowing how to and when to choose our battles and associates. As a person who prefers to cheer for the underdog and continue to encourage progress from others who are learning and trying to be their best selves, I say on behalf of those individuals on whom you so easily prey and consider or assume that are weak or not bold enough to call your name, Nike, the way you do others, I appeal to you to spend some of your many millions of dollars to get some help. And I quote, cheddar, cheddar, cheddar. Let's address the elephant in the room. This all started because you went out of your way and made a conscious choice to make a derogatory comment about someone who had nothing against you, did nothing to you. But this was what you chose because you like to bash women. You called this woman out of her name, out of her business name, out of her brand name. And then you said it was a joke. That's what you told me. Clearly, it couldn't have been a joke because you still are going on about it. You're upset because of her ability to spend her own money and do an event without your approval or input? Do you really think you got that kind of control? I simply asked for you, sir, as a mentor, as you called me on the other show, to apologize, to be a man. All I wanted you to do was exhibit maturity, integrity, in order to protect your brand and your event. But clearly, that has caused you to now attack me publicly. For context to this audience, you call Miss Johnson's event Bad Girls Gone Left in public in front of a room full of people on a microphone, and I still don't know why. I've asked, but I've not gotten an answer. What was the reason? Did it make you feel threatened that she didn't need you? Did she need your money? Did she owe you something? Oh, that's right. You're a bully. I ask you to at least suggested that you apologize in an attempt to believe that you harbored some level of humanity and decorum. Clearly, that suggestion was a mistake because you've decided that this is now grounds and is the basis for the disrespect you now exhibit toward me. It's unacceptable. Now, you did apologize, and obviously it hurt you tremendously. You said on that live the other day that by apologizing to her, I made you look stupid and that it was a bad idea. You didn't mean it anyway, so what did it matter? You don't look stupid for apologizing, sir. You actually look stupid when you don't or can't or won't. That was a simple attempt at appealing to your maturity and sensibility to protect you and your brand. I should have known that that was a bad choice because you don't need my help. You don't need anyone's help, according to you. That's my bad. You have continued to bash that woman and say her name in negative ways publicly all over and over. And it even to today, I've got multiple phone calls from the people that you've called bashing that woman. I'm still trying to understand what that's about. I'm not a psychologist. She returned your money to you because you created a bad situation and bad energy. Yet somehow it's still everyone else's fault. Nobody's fault is everybody's fault but yours. That she didn't want you there. Now that's narcissism at its finest, bro. Everyone else is always to blame. You injected yourself into her event when you weren't invited. You went through a party on top of her weekend. If somebody had done that to you, we'd have never heard the end of it. Now you mad at her. You mad at me. You mad at the FedEx delivery man. You mad at the dog catcher. When do you check yourself? I'll wait. Is that what you wanted to, what was it? You wanted to be on the dream team and you didn't get the invite? Was that it? You mad because Good Girls Gone Bad had a successful event and it didn't have anything to do with you? Or are you mad because they had a good, really good event? Despite all of the little things that you're trying to sprinkle in there to say it was so terrible. It was a great event. Despite your negative input to attempt to tear this woman down and destroy her. And I'm still trying to figure out why. What made you so venomous toward her that you right now today are calling people today, dogging her out? We probably never will know the truth about that. However, there is another social media platform that you're going to go on because they continuously allow you to use their reputation, their followers, so you can spew your impotent attempts at relevance and self-promotion and self-gratification and destruction of others. Your ego far exceeds your skill set and definitely is longer than the length of your skirt. You decided to publicly rename my show Outside Stepping. That's what we doing now? Okay. Let me guess. You was being funny. I chuckled. But I'm glad you found that poking at me about what were private conversations between you and I while aggressively taunting about how you put me on to be folly in public for public consumption? I'm not one of your bitches, Nike. You play with your minions. You don't play with me. Allow me to take this time to retort, my brother, with a joke of my own. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the upcoming event, Texas Cheat, by the Nigga Experience. Isn't that funny? Laugh, Nike. You should find that very amusing. Go ahead and laugh, because it's funny, just like it was funny about all the other things that you had to say. Now let's talk about you putting me on, bro. You put me on. Because guess why? My knife wasn't shit until Nike showed up. Imagine that. What'd you put me on, Nike? I was doing me and doing podcasts and blogs and videography long before you ever even knew what a step was. Long before you came out of Gary, Indiana, learning how to step. I never needed you for anything. Our friendship was a courtesy among us. But you decided to make a joke of that. Everything's funny, ain't it? You claim that I have 500 followers. Wow. One of my counterparts has thousands. While that is yet another one of your many fabrications, let me explain something to you about that. I would rather have only 500 people whom I help with their journey in this dance than 10,000 who only tune in for everything except stepping. How many times have I said to the followers of Inside Stepping, and I want you guys to remember this, that I am very selective about whom I care about following this show. Them fake numbers don't mean anything to me. What means something to me is when the people who this show is designed to assist in their stepping journey walk up to me all over this country, and especially in Chicago, where I'm from, not Gary. And have been deeply rooted since my childhood. And they say to me, thank you for what you do. It has helped me and others to navigate through some of the potential pitfalls like this that have become and are present throughout the diaspora of our culture. As Ms. Johnson stated last night so eloquently in her presentation on the Reggie Miles show, that had she listened to the information put forth on Inside Steppin', she wouldn't even have been sitting in the seat last night having to explain what happened to her. That's why what we do over here is so important. Nike, what have you done for anyone except try to remind them about how great, rich, and what was that, cute you are? Cheddar, cheddar, cheddar. Yeah. I'm not a clout chaser, homie. Never have been, never will be. Nobody knew me. That's what you said. Nobody knew me before you. I was popular in my city, Chicago, when you were still in grade school in Gary, Indiana. The same people you worship, jock, and drop names are people I've known longer than you knew what stepping was while you were over in Gary, Indiana. Indiana, bro. I don't need to get put on. I was already on long before I decided to start speaking for steppers about unscrupulous people in this community, as well as things like blowing up your event with my show for all to see. I was already on when I did photography for the annual BET Awards multiple times. I was already on when I did photo work for Soul Train Awards and my activist and political work that actually means something to society. I was already on when I wrote my first book. I'm on my third. I was on when I published my first piece of art around the time you were taking your first steps in this dance, which is still a bestseller today. I could go on, but I don't need to post my whole resume to make my point. Let you tell it nobody could do anything before you came along and had something to do with it. Your narcissism is incredible. See, I don't need validation from you or to drop names to make me relevant. and attempt to gain credibility. I don't have to bring other people in to prove who I am. My ethics, work, product speaks for itself. I don't have to talk about which projects my family came from to make me appear to be tough. In case you want to know, I'm Brian Forbes, straight off 79th Street, Chicago, Illinois, homie. That ain't gonna never change. And I'm still rooted right there. I don't have to sing my own praises about how great I am or talk about my resume. I just wanted to scratch the surface so you understand what I mean. Real people who are actually about that life, they have others that speak up for them when it's necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have I said on this show that if you have to constantly sell yourself to others, maybe you aren't as cold as you brag and boast about being? Kings lead. And they don't talk about it. They do it. Integrity and leadership come with responsibility. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, brother. Just remember the politics and stepping shit. It's just like Monopoly money, baby. It ain't real. The real world is where I'm at. Sadly, young man, you can't even see that these people don't even really like you. They tolerate you and your wild behavior. But I know you're going to say you don't care. You don't care if they like you. You don't care about anything. You've said that repeatedly. You don't care. You don't care if they come to your event. They ain't got to come. Remember that? I'm sure you believe you can buy everybody. You can buy their time and their presence. And that's good enough for you because you admit you rich. You got money. You got stacks. Remember, you balling. You got all the money. Because let's not forget, millionaire. That's how you get off. Even more disheartening for me, this is the part that hurts me the most, bro. I cared about you as a man, as a person. I defended you. I stood in the gap for you. I never disrespected you, not once. I stayed loyal. Even when your behavior was questionable and downright foul. I listened to you. I listened to you. I let you sit in front of me and my wife and tell lies, and we never judged you. We still stood in your corner while other people was dogging your ass out. People you actually think like you. And this the way you treat me? With disrespect and disloyalty? I ain't riding with you no more, homie. I'm going to hold you accountable. I always have and I always will. But now it ain't going to be the same. Your disrespect is immeasurable. That was your suggestion, right? Keep it a buck. Tell it like it is. Well, guess what? I got it. I'm going to be glad to tell it. I'm going to tell it all. Be careful. This fake outrage you displaying about things that have absolutely nothing to do with you is diabolical. Remember, you chose this. You behave like a petulant child, and you can say whatever you like, but you don't get to decide how people feel about what you say or how they react to your words. Everything has consequences. You told me you can buy people and pay people to shut other people's events down and be a disruptor. I still don't know what the purpose for that is. I'm sure you'll tell us all because I know you're coming and have something to say when this is over. I would love to know. You still haven't answered the question when I asked you about why you was involved in that woman's affairs in the first place. I'll be waiting for that answer. Maybe I'll hear it through the grapevine or something. But just keep in mind, I'm being nice right now because I'm not even mad at you. I know you don't care whether I am or I ain't, but I actually feel bad for you. You actually believe that nothing will get done, no work, without you being in control or involved in it some kind of way. And then you get offended when you're not. It must take an awful lot of energy to walk around with that much anger and divisiveness all day, every day in your heart. Clearly, you have some social issues that are beyond the scope of common knowledge. I have every expectation that when this is over, you will call all over the country like you've been doing today and try to tear me down. Good luck. Go on and get down like you live. We expect it. Nobody expects nothing less from you. We already know what's going to happen. Everybody's phone is sitting there now, blank, knowing damn well Nike about to blow everybody's phone up so he could try to find some kind of way to bring me down. Good luck. But be careful. Please understand that I will be sleeping like a baby while you fester in more of your fake outrage. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a child who's just bad? The one who refuses to take any kind of direction, the kind that talk to no reason. You can't reason with them. You can beat them half to death, yet they never seem to get it. They're damaged. They're relentlessly flawed, even if it kills them. You can't fix people like that. There's no point in continuing to participate. When you get tired of clowns, you leave the circus. Like circus clowns, these types of people say and do things for attention and could care less about the consequences. They usually at some point get tired of being disliked or hated and stop to try and be better people, or they perish in an untimely fashion based on their inability to make sound and safe decisions. I know for a fact that hurt people hurt people. Ladies and gentlemen, please deal with your own pain before others have to. This is not 1981, gangster. This dance is no longer governed and guided by gangbangers. Referencing gang lifestyle no longer serves anything or anyone in what grown professionals enjoy now as recreation. Thankfully, no one has been physically harmed in many years due to immature gestures of violence and ridiculous exercises in futility. Threats of violence and strong-arm tactics are a dangerous road down which to travel, and there may be no return. We all know the only thing that will happen, most folks gonna call 911 and cry, help. You say men don't have feelings? Well, clearly that's not true because you stay in yours. You won't admit to it, but everybody else sees it. Consider this an intervention. I don't choose sides like some people. I'm my own side, and I have no problem standing alone. None. Zero. I don't need to call all over the United States to plead my case and attempt to gain favor while offering people. There's the truth, and then there are lies. I choose the fact-based truth, not feelings or opinions. I don't like this because I hate to lose people, Nike. I hate to lose you. I don't even know why. You're more trouble than you're worth. But I'm sad about this, brother. Real talk. But you force my hand. You leave me no choice. I thought I could trust and count on you. You disrespected me. I also know that people are in our lives for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And I guess our season is up, brother. I'm sad about that. I really am. Everybody's not intended to go where we have to go. People, we should all be careful as patrons of this community and this culture when we see behaviors that suggest violence, issues of grifting or anything else. You should remove yourself from it as a safety measure, as well as an indicator that this is not part of our dance in 2025. No one needs that. No one wants it. And I've said many times before, vote with your dollars. Do not support bad promoters and people who don't care about your journey or you. Now, let me just finish this up. I know way more than you think I do. I know way more than I'm telling at this time. I pray that we never have to revisit this or anything like it, because I can do this for a while. I'm very equipped. It's not going to go the way you think it is if you do. Trust that. In the future, sir, once again, I'm going to ask you, refrain from using my name in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And in exchange, I offer you equal silence and space. Water seeks its own level, brother, and the puddle is now dry. Now let me conclude by saying, moving forward, inside stepping from this day forward is severing all ties and connections with Texas Heat and the Nike experience. And I'm sure there are other platforms that will be better suited at taking care of your advertising, your rants and raves, and broadcast needs. We've reached the end of our road, and it's time to part ways. Don't bother calling. Don't relay any messages. Don't talk to anybody and send nothing through somebody to holler at me. Come see me directly. All the people in the audience right now that are listening and watching, if that gentleman decides to call you and say he wants to vent to you about me, tell him no. Why don't you call him? Or better yet, why don't you see him? Don't call him. Go see him. Because anything you got to say, bruh, I'm here for it. Remember you said you wanted all the smoke? Well, here it is. Bring it directly. Bring what you got directly to me. See me personally in my face and tell me exactly what you're feeling. And we'll deal with it that way. I'm done talking. All right. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a gentleman coming on to hang out with us today because we are going to be doing Black and Bling. Hey, man, if you got that thing on mute, take it off, sir. Take the mute off, sir. Take the mute off. You there? I can't hear you.
I'm here.
There you are. Turn your volume up for me. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I got my volume up over here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. All right, you there? Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tom. I'm sorry, damn, I'm about to call you Tommy. Devin Smith. What's happening, family?
What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
Man, I can't call it, bro. It's good to see you. Man, you're looking good, boy. Look at you. You're looking good. Looking like $1 million.
Man, I appreciate that. Likewise. Right back at you.
Yeah. So, hey, man, so tell us what's good for the weekend, man. You know, I'm looking forward to the festivities, you dig.
Well, first of all, we are grateful for the opportunity to come on this platform and talk about our event. And we're so excited. It is our 10-year anniversary of the All Black and Bling Steppers Ball weekend with them Texas Boyz Entertainment LLC. 10 great years, and we're looking forward for everybody to come. All roads to Dallas this weekend, May 1st through the 4th, and it is about to go down. We're ready for you guys. We're ready. Tommy and I, we've been working today at the event center, getting things configured exactly the way we want it. And we just ready to get it in and celebrate 10 years. And again, we're just very grateful.
Yeah,
and,
man, that anniversary, man. Hey, listen, that's a beautiful milestone, brother, because, you know, it's very difficult, I'm sure. And I've never been a promoter at the level that you guys are at. And I know with the logistics and everything that's involved, it is a chore. And my hat's off to you for being able to pull that thing off and remain consistent for as long as y'all have. That's COVID notwithstanding, it's a beautiful thing. So
yeah, it really is a beautiful thing. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So give us an itinerary, man. Break it down for us. I know some of us have been there many times. You got a lot of new people that are coming out. Give them an itinerary, break it down for them of what we're going to be doing from day to day. San Antonio coming deep, bro. Be ready.
Shout out to our San Antonio family. We ready for you guys. Yes, it is a no sleep weekend. It's going to commence.
Oh, one second. Jackie Ballard. She said, my first time coming, any shuttles from the Embassy Suites to the event? Yes, Jackie. Go ahead, Devin.
Thanks for answering her question. Answering her question, B. Yes. So the festivities will begin Thursday for our Western night. It's going to be Western night kickoff at the Irving Banquet Hall's Event Center. It's from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. This event is 30 at the door. It's not included in the weekend pass, so just a friendly reminder. It's 30 at the door. We will be serving a complimentary buffet on behalf of them Texas boys, and we will have Top Chef open bar. And I will also be celebrating my birthday.
What you turning 21, man? You gonna be 21 this year? What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 21. I'm sticking to it.
My man.
So I'll be celebrating my 21st birthday and on Western night. So it's going to go down in a major way, as my big brother normally say.
Dang, man. I ain't gonna make it till Friday morning. Dang, man. Hey, baby, what's up? Baby, what's up? Can we leave Thursday? Look. All right.
But yeah, so that's Thursday.
Uh-oh. Freezing up there. Watch out there now. He riding. We got it. Well, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, just kind of bear with him for a minute. Y'all, we see he's traveling and he is en route. Right. So there he is. We lost you for a little hot second.
Oh, you did?
Just a little second. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think it's because I got home and it's trying to probably switch over to my Wi-Fi at the house. Can you still hear me?
Yep, we got you. Keep coming. Come on with it, sir.
Okay, so I'm transitioning. Can you still hear me?
Yep, you good. Come on.
Okay, so that is Friday afternoon. We're going to have a workshop by the lovely Miss Taylor. She's going to be doing a workshop Friday.
Okay, that's beautiful. Is there a cost on that workshop?
The cost on the workshop is to be announced. We do not price the workshops. Those are priced individually, a la carte by the instructors.
Okay. Got you.
So yeah, she will, as soon as Taylor and Dre and Company and Drew the Phenom, once they should be posting their workshop prices and everything here probably in the next day or so. As soon as
where would they be able to locate that information on your page on the
Well, what we're going to do, since their prices are a la carte and individualized, once they do post and advertise their workshop, we will make sure that we share them to our social media pages as well as our group pages, which is, we have a Texas Boyz group page, and we also have a Black and Bling 2025 group page. And we'll make sure we share everything on those pages, and we will make those announcements Thursday night at the party as well, in case people don't catch that information on social media.
Got you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you can get that information on Texas Boyz webpage on their all their pages. Y'all know where they pages that quit playing. Look, them Texas boys don't play. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's on that you went to Friday. That's Friday.
That's Friday.
Now Friday day set is the Hawaiian party, right? Are we doing the Hawaiian party this year?
Yes, we are. We are
Okay.
doing the Friday.
Y'all better be, man. I gotta look. I bought a Hawaiian. My wife and I got a good friend of ours here in San Antonio. Went to Hawaii about 3 years ago and brought us back some beautiful pieces, and we have not worn them yet because we've been waiting to put them on at the doggone
Well,
Hawaiian party. And last year, I don't even remember why we missed it, but we ain't gonna miss it this year. We'll be in the house.
well, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Y'all can break out your Hawaiian
Yeah,
gear
yeah, we get to
because
rock
it's
out. I don't
going
know. I might have got
down.
too fat. I gotta hold on.
Man, it you know, hey, it's a constant work in progress. You know,
Right.
I'm working on mine too.
See? Yeah, man. Well,
Know,
when you reach a
hey,
certain point, you know what I'm saying? You got to do that work. You did. It ain't like
you
the
gotta do
old
that
days.
work.
You just kind of, get out there and get it. You understand me? But we ain't gonna worry about it. But anyway, so that being Friday, so of course, are you all doing the casual white like you did last year on
Yes,
Friday night? Excellent.
back by popular demand. We got so many compliments and kudos about the casual, turning the formal all white to the casual all white on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
People were just happy to be kind of, relaxed and comfortable on Friday night, but
Right.
still have a themed event. So yes, the casual white on Friday night, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. It is 60 at the door or free with your weekend pass. Um, if what we will have on Friday night, we'll have food vendors available.
Okay.
We still will do open bar, top shelf open bar on Friday night.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we had some pretty good vendors there last year. Well, with the food. Matter of fact, one of the young ladies had I think it was a chocolate cake or something. And man, I looked around. I was like, I'll be right back. I came back. They was gone. I'm like, dog, hold on. Wait a minute.
yeah, our vendors. I know one for sure. Well, I think we have at least two vendors,
Mm-hmm.
maybe three. But I know at least one of them, maybe two of them, had completely sold out. They just, hey, we wiped out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
That's
see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, that ain't a
So
bad thing for a vendor,
yeah,
you know?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So they'll be back out on Friday night, and then on Saturday we'll have two workshops, starting off with Dre and Company,
Okay.
and then followed up by Drew the Phenom.
Oh, that's what's up.
And yes, and then after the workshops, Saturday afternoon will be our Saturday camouflage set,
Yep,
which has
yep.
yeah,
Is Michael Samsonite on that?
he will be here.
My man.
ATL
That's what's
signing,
up. That's my dude.
Samsonite. Yes, we gave him the nickname King of the Day Party because
King of the day party. I like that.
ever since we
I
brought him,
used to be king of the pool party, but I guess I done lost my crown now. Uh Jack, Jackie Ballard wants to know when does she pick up her weekend pass?
oh yes, you can pick it up Thursday at the Western Party.
Okay.
We
And
will have a separate table just for will call
okay.
on Thursday night. So anybody that because everything is on will call, so you can come and pick up your weekend pass on Thursday night.
Bernice Newsom Short says BYOB. Yes,
Absolutely,
Bernice. Yes, you can BYOB, baby.
this is a BYOB facility. So if for some reason we don't have your beverage of choice behind that bar, you're more than welcome to run down to the local liquor store. There's several within a 2 or 3 mile radius of the event center. Come on back and you can sit it right on your table.
Booyah. Hey, look,
Booyah.
did I ever tell you about the time Poppy bought that fifth of tequila and we went to Chicago? Never mind. Anyway, she had me in the liquor store like it was a damn grocery store. Well, it
Oh,
was a
wow.
grocery store. What was that? Specs? Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. I ain't no free advertising. Okay, so after the day party, and of course we have the casual white party, which is always fun because everybody gets an opportunity to kind of just get it in and then not know, it ain't all uptight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a
Yes.
beautiful thing. What you say?
Yes.
What? Poppy say I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm recapping. All right. Hey, Devin. Don't you want to come get on the microphone?
Hey, Poppy.
Okay, so then we move on to Saturday. What we got going
Yeah.
on?
Well, we were already on Saturday. We were talking about the
Oh, I'm
Saturday
sorry. You know what?
the
She sure
camouflage.
said it too. I'm all over the place. All right, my bad. My
Are you
bad.
good? You good? So yeah, we did the Saturday, and then Saturday night that's the night where we come all out in Stepper Sharp, Black and Bling
That's right.
on Saturday night. That's our Stepper Sharp night. Black and Bling, and again, party from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. 60 at the door or free with your weekend pass. Food vendors will be available. Top Chef Open Bar, BYOB, and then on Sunday, that will be our farewell set at the event center.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's from 12 to 6 on Sunday. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't have, like I said, the itinerary in front of me, but I believe it's 12 to 6 on Sunday farewell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going down. So it's 30 at the door. We also do a complimentary buffet on Sunday when you guys are headed home. And yeah, 30 at the door, free with your weekend pass. Also BYOB, and we also do open bar on that set as well. So that's
Sound
it.
like a winner right there.
But let me
Winning weekend.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said that's a winning weekend. You know, it's crazy because what I don't want to do is diminish the how amazing the event actually is. But when you've done it and you've gone every year like we have, you kind of take a lot of stuff for granted, so you don't talk about it no more. So I'm trying not to do that. I want to make sure that everybody, because you got a lot of new people that are coming out this year, and we want to make sure they kind of get a gist of how everything is going to be. But I can tell y'all this: it's going to be great. You have fantastic hosts who know their way around the game and are going to make sure that everybody has a fantastic time and have their hands on everyone. Is that
Yes,
right, sir?
yes.
I know it to
Southern
be true. I just wanted to say it. That's all.
Definitely Southern hospitality at its finest. We have a tremendous staff that have been with us for years, pretty much the beginning. I don't think that we really had any major staff changes. So it's been most of our staff is day ones. So and they go out of their way to show that Southern hospitality that is indicative of the Southern culture. So we're excited. We can't wait. And also, what I want to do is since I didn't name off any of the lineup, I would like to just since I do have a card that has that in front of me. So of
Okay.
course, Inside Stepping will be in the building.
We'll be in the building.
Inside
Absolutely.
Stepping will be in the building doing their thing. And then I'm just gonna go not in any particular order. We got DJ Samsonite, we've got DJ Cross, we've got DJ Myron the R, we've got DJ Trey Nicole, we've got DJ Vale, we've got Dre Blackwell, Dre and Company, we've got Drew the Phenom, we have our MC for the entire weekend, Majestic Gents, Pete Frazier
Mm-hmm.
will be in the house. The lovely Miss Taylor, DJ Calvin, DJ Tim Jones in the building. Tim Jones will be in the building.
That's what's up.
DJ Joe L, DJ Rodney Rockin' Rodney Mac. Let me correct myself. DJ
Rock
Rockin'
that
Rodney
Mac.
Mac.
Yeah.
Mr. Red, White, and Smooth, Aki Carter will be in the house. And also DJ Smooth. DJ Smooth.
Daryl Smooth Greenwood. The collaboration
Yeah,
is real, baby.
that
Hey
relation is
man, I
real.
think you
So
named everybody but me. What's up, dog? No, I'm just playing. I'm
I
joking.
named
I'm
you in the
joking.
beginning. Inside
Oh no,
stepping.
I was talking about the DJs. No, but go ahead. I'm listening.
Ah, see, you got me.
I'm
You
messing
got me.
with you. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Okay, but that's our lineup. We're in. We're so excited about the lineup. See, these are some of the best of the best in the industry, and we're very careful and as far as who we have on our lineup card for Black and Bling, because we know that that makes a, that has a very impactful um, outcome as far as how people feel about said event.
Right.
So, so we're excited for this lineup, and we're excited to celebrate 10 years. So
Man, that's
let's go,
amazing,
baby.
bro. That's
Let's
amazing.
go.
That is
Let's get
amazing.
it.
All right. Well, we ain't gonna stay on too long, man. If you got anything else that you want to drop before we go,
No,
let me say this publicly while I have my platform open. Congratulations to you and Tommy on this 10-year journey, and man, y'all made it. You know what I mean? You know what they say is that look, the first 10 years is the hard part.
yes, yes. I just a couple of shout outs I do want to give out.
Go ahead, give them.
Again, shout out to our staff. They are impeccable. I'm not going to try to name all of them right now, because what I'll do is I'll mess around and miss a name, and somebody
And
will
you're
be
gonna have a fight on your hands.
crying and upset. So we're not going to do that. So
Right.
shout out to our staff. Shout out to my big brother Tommy Smith, aka DJT. That's my guy. That's my dog. And he's a big part of the reason why I even got into the promoting game. So shout out to Tommy Smith. Also shout out to the lady in my life, Michelle Ward.
Yeah.
She's an awesome, God fearing, beautiful soul, and I have
Hey,
so much love
I'm
for
finna
her.
tease you now. Now I'm finna tease you.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
look. Last time I saw you, I don't even remember where the hell we was at. Devin say, "This my lady." I love that.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
man, look, it ain't nothing better than being able to be proud of your woman, brother. That hey,
Man,
shout out and
and,
kudos to you and her.
and I am, man. She's a sweetheart, and so thankful for her. Also, shout out to my parents. I'm just thankful that my parents are in the land of the living.
Great people,
Uh,
man. I love your mom, your dad, man. Good people.
they are so supportive of me and Tommy in our endeavors. And so shout out to them, and shout out to you guys. Shout out to all of the Steppen family that are out there that support us, have been loyal to us, and we're gonna try to blow the roof off of that event center this weekend. Trust
That's what's
and
up.
believe it.
Well, I'm
We've
looking
got some.
forward to it. Oh, right quick before we go. Party in the lobby, Embassy Suites. I'm just
Hey,
I'm just
hey, I don't.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest that. I'm just saying.
Hey, I didn't hear. I don't know. I didn't hear anything. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shout out. Hey, look, hold on. Shout out to Tony Adway because uh
Yes.
he will
Yes.
not be in the building, but he will be with us there in spirit. I spoke to him the other day, and
Yes.
just know that Tony used to have the aftersets in his room during that weekend. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to TA. That's our bro, and he was and still, I'm sure still is one of our biggest supporters of Black and
Absolutely.
Bling, and
Absolutely he is. Yeah, he love you
you know.
guys, man.
Yeah, and we love him back. So just shout out to everybody. Let's just make this a weekend of love, and
Man,
and
say
and
that.
and, and
Say that.
fun. And let's just, I know there's a lot going on in the world, in our community, and hey, that's just life be life. But let's just take the time this weekend to enjoy the culture, enjoy each other, and enjoy our fellow brother and sister, and get it, and get it in. Let's go to work, steppers.
Let's go to work, steppers. All right. Hey, Devin, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for coming on. Always love. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Matter of fact, I'll see you in a couple of days. We'll be on our way. And man, you be safe out there. Tell Tommy we said, what's up, baby?
All right, we'll do, brother. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your man, Brian Forbes, and it is about that time. We have done our hour, and we have had a good showing by Mr. Devin Smith Sr. there. He is senior. Yeah, that's Devin Smith Sr. Senior. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I have Yeah, we will inside. There will be inside stepping shirts and towels available at our table at the event. Stop by and get you one of those so you can show out at the workshop with your inside stepping gear. Come through. For those of you who will not be in attendance, you can always order your shirt through us. We're more than happy to accommodate, and we do ship. Also, what else? Something else I was going to say. Oh, producer lady said, don't forget we take donations. Yes, we do, because we always like to try and keep the lights on. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I want to tell everybody, listen, y'all, despite all of the negativity and the different things that have gone on throughout our community in the last few weeks, you know, there's generally only a few people who create the most problems. By and large, we are a beautiful, beautiful community of beautiful people who have one common goal, and that is for us to touch hands and fellowship and enjoy one another's company and energy. And if you come with that attitude and you come with love in your heart, with no ill intent, no nefarious intentions, you're sure to have a good time, and we're all sure to have a good time with one another. But we all have to have that energy. And for those who don't, we have to make sure that either we try to infect them with our good energy or we remove ourselves from their presence. That way they don't, or how did those saying go? One bad apple can spoil the bunch. We don't want that. So let's all enjoy each other's time and company, energy. Bring your love with you. You know, pack your bag, bring all your stuff, but bring your love with you, and let's hang out, y'all. With that said, it's about time for me to shed her down, because we are 2 minutes over right now. Well, I'm getting better, y'all. I'm working on my time. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me get my stuff together here. I didn't have my outro stuff together. But before we go, Chocolate Drop. Yeah, okay. Kurt, DJ Milk Dud. Yeah, okay, I got you. Let me leave you guys with the quote, one of my favorite quotes that I coined myself. Never measure an event by the quantity of people in attendance, but by the quality of the memories you create with those who are present. That is a very important concept to have and to hold and to cherish. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.